Continuing the up and down, unfortunately, G.
Continuing the up and down, unfortunately, is right. And once again, I would tell you, we played well enough defensively to win. We gave up, obviously, some free throws and some stuff at the end. But when you basically are late into the fourth quarter and you holding a team in the 40s, you got to find a way to score more than 40 yourself. And I'm stumped. I'll go back and look at the film and I got to go back through and see how Quinn only gets one shot today. Don't have the answer for that right now because I haven't watched film. I have to look and see how many she passed up. If she did pass any up, I have to kind of figure out how McKinley, Bradshaw, and Jaden, who I thought played as good as anybody against the last couple games, show up 2 for 9. So we're going to have to look at some of those and go, are these the shots that we need? Can we get better shots? And I know we missed some layups. I mean, we missed layups at a couple of times where it was important. And today against any Division I team, you can't do that. So, yeah, up and down. You're right.
This is a lack of, I guess, impatience on their part. When you get kind of late in the shot clock, or.
No, I think that what's happening, David, when I go back and look, I think that what's happening to us is we're not playing with the pace that we want prior to the shot clock going down. I'm concerned about the pace that we're playing at. We are holding and looking and what I call probing too much, and we are not the kind of team that's going to be successful doing that. So what we got to do is what we're going to spend a lot of time the next 2 practices, Monday and Tuesday, on is a lot of no dribble stuff, moving the ball side to side, making quicker decisions. So we're not holding, staring, we're not looking something down, because when you do that, if you're trying to run motion, actually if you're trying to run anything, it allows the defense then to recover too quick. You're not giving yourself a chance of taking advantage of an overload or a mistake that they made, and so that's something that we have to work on Monday and Tuesday.
Quinn, with only one shot, I know you said you're going to go back and look. Do you think their goal was to kind of shut her down after her performance on Wednesday?
No, I don't. I think that they're just a good, solid defensive team just like us. I don't really know if they had a goal to shut anybody down. I think they just had a good team plan. I thought that they would double the post more than what they did. They probably thought we would double the post more than what we did. But they play good defense. He's a great coach. They play good defense, and they were able just to, like I said, they were able to, get some stops. And sometime, like I said, I'll go back and I'll look at Boise's. I'll look at every kid's shot from Boise, and I'll look at every kid's shots for this game and go, what's the difference? Why today don't we have that same nice arc on a couple of our shots? Why don't we have, are we rushing when we don't need to rush? Or my point to them will be, if you're rushing, then you're not open, and then we need to make one more pass. So. Yeah, that one I don't have an answer for. Without being able to look at film, I'll have to look at that and see.
You seemed to, when you had the lead in the first half, it seemed like, unfortunately, untimely turnovers kind of prevented you from maybe extending that lead at times. Gerald, would you agree with that?
Yeah, we had way too many turnovers, especially in the first half. We talked about that at halftime. We created turnovers for ourselves in situations, once again, when we were probing to go nowhere. There was just times we're probing. There is nothing there to have happen. You can't force something to be there that's not there. And then when it wasn't, we didn't make good decisions once we picked up the ball or we made the next pass. We were out of position. 15 turnovers today are way too many. I think we had 10 at halftime, I believe. So we cut it down in the second half. But then again, we had a couple of key turnovers at a couple of key times in the second half. But, those are all things, like I said, I don't know. I had somebody grab me and tell me, hey, you got to remember, you're young. No, we're not young anymore. We're not young. We've played enough games. We've been, we played top 20 teams. We've played on the road in hostile environments, we got to start taking steps forward to go, here's who I am and here's who we are. And what can I do for us? And that's where we got to get to really be where we want to be in March. And I want to win every game. I wanted to win this game. I want to win at home. I want to win the next 2. I want to win the next 15. But here's what I told the kids, and this is what I got to go back and look at. This is not the end of the world. We didn't lose the conference today. This wasn't like the conference championship when we lost. We got to go and figure out a way to teach our kids. We got to use this once again as a learning experience and go, who are we? Who are we from Wednesday to now, and why? And let's not be always Wednesday, and let's not always be today, but let's find out somewhere in between there. And that's what we got to do, and we got to get through to them.
Taylor had 10 and 9. Feel like she kind of maybe asserted herself a little bit.
I thought Taylor had a really nice game. I thought Taylor, I look at Taylor's numbers. Taylor's exactly where I think she should be almost every game. She's 4 of 6 from the field. She was 1 of 1 from the 3. They're like us. They're gonna make you earn threes. I mean, when you go, are they gonna take anybody away? We try to make you earn threes. They're gonna make us earn threes. The shot she had at the top, she got her feet set, she buried. That's who she's become. She got to the free throw line, and like you said, she had 9 rebounds for us. I thought she did everything that she could do. She played well defensively. I thought as a senior, she brought everything that she could and gave us everything that she had.
Lastly for me, speaking of defense, was it pretty tough to see them isolate Ellis on Therese and Jaden and kind of...
It was, and we like I said, part of Jaden's just don't have enough experience. We tried to simulate it for 2 days with everybody we could. She did a pretty good job for a while. And then I think what happens is she gets tired or she loses focus, and then we lose a read. We miss a read. Maybe she shows where she shouldn't show, or something happens like that. We committed down a couple times. We got a key turnover. Got that to happen. Like I said, Teresa, we got isolated a couple times. But she wasn't here to understand what the breakdown was on the kid, and we tried to catch her up to speed the best we could today. But that's not going to happen at our level. So like I said, he's a great coach. They run a great system, and I figured it was going to be I thought it would be in the 50s. It was. They got 50, and we didn't. So that's where I kind of thought the game would be, and I thought it would probably go down to the last possession or two, and it went down to maybe 3 minutes, but not the last couple possessions.